Hi! I am on holiday. Last Friday I saw one of the Edinburgh previews for a queer cabaret by Lashings of Gingerbeer, and it's about sex education, and you should all look that up. And if you are going to be at the Edinburgh Fringe, then you should go and see it, and I'll see if I can put a link to it in the description. One of the things that I've been doing that I don't usually get to do while I've been on holiday is spending time in queer spaces and queer-friendly spaces, and spending time with people who I don't have to explain gender to, and spending time with people who ask me what pronouns I prefer, and things like that, instead of making assumptions about my gender based on my clothes or my body or that kind of thing. So that has been awesome because I've been able to have proper conversations about things that I'm frustrated about at the moment regarding my living situation, my work situation, and get ideas about what to do about that. I don't think I've talked about this before, but I have, over the year that I've been in work, I've witnessed some homophobia and transphobia in my workplace, and yeah, I want to be able to be myself at work. And at the moment, I feel like I can't, partly for gender reasons and partly for other reasons. And after having spent time in some of these queer spaces, I decided that I didn't like having to pretend that I'm not someone who wants to have brightly coloured hair most of the time. So I've dyed my hair, and I think I might try not undying it before I go back to work and see what happens if I turn up for work with a bit of pink in my hair. I've been having a look at the General Medical Council publishes guidance for doctors, and it basically says, you're responsible for your own professional behaviour, and any decisions that you make, you have to be able to back up with a sound argument, and I basically think that I can do that. So that's a bit activisty at work, and I'm not sure about how that'll go, or whether I'll bottle it and get rid of the pink before I go back to work in 10 days' time. But that's how I'm feeling about that stuff at the moment anyway, because I feel like either I have to make my workplace be a place that I can be comfortable being myself, or I have to leave, as in leave medicine as a career, because being closeted and not being upfront about the kind of person that I am and that kind of thing is something that just makes me really uncomfortable, and that I don't want to have to do. It takes up loads of emotional energy, and if I have to fake it as a socially conservative straight person, then I just would rather do a different job entirely, I think. Which is a bit difficult situation to be in, but it's not something that's just occurred to me, it's something I've been thinking about for years. So the other thing, apart from my workplace, is my living situation at the moment, and the places I've visited have been London, and I'm going to BICON in a week's time, and one of the things that I realise that I quite miss is having queer events to go to, having bisexual events to go to, because one of the motivators for places that I applied for jobs was queer culture and the presence of a bisexual choir and that kind of thing, which there isn't in Middlesbrough because it's quite small, and we don't even have a pride, and so I have to either find queer things to go to so that I can spend time in that kind of social space, which I'm going to look into, or I have to make some culture happen here, which is a bit scary, and I don't know if I have the energy for. But yeah, so I'm looking into that, and I'm also looking into seeing if there's any solidarity / campaign group for queer doctors, which I think there might not be. So far I found the Gay and Lesbian Alliance of Doctors and Dentists, which sounds a bit monosexual to me and binary based. But I've emailed them. I've emailed the committee chair or something to ask about what their attitude is towards LGBT blah 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 people who aren't lesbian and gay, because their constitution just says admission statement, something blah blah, lesbian and gay, but something lesbian and gay, lesbian and gay, lesbian and gay, and it doesn't mention anyone else. But I'm going to BICon next Thursday, and that should be really good. I went for the first time a couple of years ago, and this will be my second one, and I think it's going to be good. I'm going to see people that are my friends and hopefully make new friends and get to talk about the kind of sexuality and sex stuff that I like talking about, and kind of get a bit of a fix of that, which I can't have here so much. I'd be really interested if there are any queer professionals watching this video to hear of your experiences of what is expected of professionals in terms of appearance and that kind of thing, and how you have navigated that. Because at the moment I feel like, historically medics used to be a bunch of rich, straight, white, socially conservative dudes, and there's still, as I said in another video, there's still a hangover from that, and we're expected to kind of be assimilated into that kind of culture, and it's not necessary. I don't think it's not necessary at all, and I think it's probably harmful. So the other things I've done on holiday has been visiting lots of like wildlife parks and stuff, and I'm going to finish with some video footage of the cute things that I've seen, because looking at lovely animals and spending time with lovely animals has been something that's helped me feel better mentally. So I'm going to share that with you. Here's some pictures of cute things. Bye! Hello.
Why are you playing? He's playing shaky. Red one flew all the way that way. Like my. There was one on the tree at the back.
I've got one.
Let me to hold you on there. Look. No, look.